cool. So this, like, what do we got here? What are we looking at?
You're worried about, you know, like the throttle? Is that wide open or what?
Is that your design?
No.
It's not?
The guy in Australia built me this one.
Holy. How many of those are around with that setup on the throttle?
Around here, probably none. Anyways, this flywheel was done by a guy in Florida. You send him your old flywheel, $500, and he makes it half the weight.
What's the material? Titanium or aluminum or stainless?
Is it the stock flywheel that came with the motor and then he customizes it?
Yeah.
So what is this power head, Lee? What are we looking at here, basically?
It's a 2.5 liter.
Okay.
$25,000 worth if you went to buy one today.
And horsepower?
I think they dialed this at 380.
Wow.
What the hell is this thing
That
here?
one holds 2 or 3 world records.
That is not common. I mean, blades are blades, but that is not a normal blade. That's a Mercury prop?
Yeah. They made this specially for me.
Really?
But anyways, what this does is slows you down.
Like a brake?
This slows you down, but when you get going fast, it doesn't do nothing.
Oh, you mean like coming into a corner?
Yeah.
Right.
Fascinating.
And it works, I guess, obviously.
Yeah, it worked for me.
Would you have to maneuver your coming into a corner power trim any different with a prop like that because of that feature?
This one was $500. A blade.
A blade.
No.
Well, that's because the money purse in boat racing is so big that there's
Yeah.
the expression out of pocket racing is absolutely appropriate here.
That's one box. I got 2 or 3 more. Goes up and down an inch.
Yeah, that much. That guy in Abbotsford, is he running in the Pacific Northwest? Is that what is he running his race boat in the North of the Pacific?
From way back? What year? No.
Oh my God, look at the size of it. Distant. So it was a distant saw and they contracted Mercury to put an engine on it kind of thing? On the expansion chambers on their saws, they're all pumped up in there. Yeah, they're like they twist up whatever, 12 or 15,000 or and race cut these trees. It's pretty crazy. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Here's the kind of an evolution of the intakes. The carbureted one, then there's
Okay.
then the downdraft, and then the other one's a big horn.
Yeah.
There's a 3-roller, and then there's that slide Australian.
Wow. That's the slider at the very end. You've got obviously that one and then you've got a backup.
That's a beauty.
Yeah.
That's your 1250 BC.
Yeah. Sounded like
I want to hear one of those stackers again.
Yeah.
Before I die.
Yeah, like
I gotta
get
hear
it down to the. I don't care if you put it on an engine stand down at
Yeah,
the
that's
ramp.
right. Just fire it up.
and put a drum, 45-gallon drum of fuel there and let them call. Let them complain.
Yeah.
Just sit outside waiting for the cup. I think they're lost.
Oh yeah. I did, yeah.
God, those are big lower units. Like big gears in that.
Yeah. Did any, like in the later years, did anybody race? Did Mercury build anything like a four-stroke racing engine?
But OMC had a 4-stroke outboard, I think, in 19.
Oh wow.
Where did you think you got here? Were there any motors at all running four-stroke? Oh yeah. I did, yeah.
God, those are big lower units. Like big gears in that.
Yeah. Did any, like in the later years, did anybody race? Did Mercury build anything like a four-stroke racing engine?
But OMC had a 4-stroke
Like
outboard.
this T2X and this T3 with the front end rumble. There are all the components all there. Like this is nice and yeah, for all four gears. Or if they're not rumble, you've got the components to make them run. Okay.
I'm looking out for you, looking out for me to see. I'm looking out for you, you're looking out for me, as I know you. I'm looking out for you, you're looking out for me, as I love you. Let's go Bahia, let's go Bahia.
Can't see that from this side. So what's Mercury making now? In 2013 for high performance for race engines. Is this the big stuff? Like your F1 motors?
Depending, but yeah, one more, five more units of power head, but not
No.
You can't work on one, you gotta have 5 or 6 of them to go all the time. And you can't get parts.
Right. Exactly. So would this one get to a position where you can actually run it?
I hope so. On the ramp at Rocky Point, even if it doesn't push a boat, I want to hear it.
Yes, totally. Please call me when you're going to do that.
You're probably running now, but the problem is, you know, if you run and then you gotta clean the cart.
Yeah.
This is another project I'm working on. This is 175 acres. The factory only built 48 of them. Pretty rare.
So that was 75 horse.
It was.
Was that Strang that was stacking the block parts together? Was it Chuck Strang that was,
Charlie String.
he took a like a 4-cylinder and just added another one to it? Did kind of a weld and
They did that on,
to make the first 6.
what's the guy's name? Dick O'Day. He made these motors into loop chargers instead of cross cabin. And they took 255Hs and cut one in half and made a 6 out of it.
And
That's right.
The Jackie fella that.
Yeah. Yes, he was, yeah.
I've never seen one of those myself until I
That's
bought
a-
that one. Now I got 4 of them.
That's a 65 XS?
That's a triple?
Yeah.
That's an X.
The X, right. That was like their SE engine with in an unlimited class.
Mod 50.
Mod 50, right.
Oh, that's a Mod 50 engine in its day.
The XS was only 90 horsepower. That one's 110.
Did they make a stock version though, where it's 3-cylinder, 3 carburetor, like for the 65 horse Mercury?
No, 2 carbs.
It was 2 carbs into 3 holes. No, I have never seen one. That wasn't a popular class in the day, was it?
No, you don't hear that.
No, like in the Pacific Northwest.
No.
The only guy that had one was Potter, and I never saw that one either.
Yeah, when Potter and I went to the OMC factory, he
I remember I've got
had the little Molinary,
the
the baby Molinary, but it never really ran. There wasn't really a class.
Some guys were really successful with these.
Yeah, well, they won their share.
Yeah.
They made the outboard wars a war.
But what made these so good compared to just a 100 horse V4 Johnson that just never seemed to work right? You know, on the back of mom and dad's boat.
Nicely restored.
I got these from Doug Richards.
I remember Doug.
Both the Strangler and the Stinger. And that was the 115, so that was really their first race, because that's 89 cubes as well. Even though
I
it,
tried to find the super strings, but they're really hard to come by.
yeah, and that's the one that was really the equivalent of
Oh, yeah.
the Stinger.
Yeah, why not? Especially for the light one. Are you going to keep it, or are you really carrying it? Like more North American big stuff, or just German stuff? The pro stuff, right? Or is that stuff that's covered? For events where they were running those, they were putting up some pretty impressive numbers for
Speed-wise and sound-wise. Right?
Oh, it was.
This is a Johnson alcohol motor.
Is it?
Yeah, let's see, it's got open stacks.
Okay.
Wow.
This is 1933. This one.
1933.
SR65.
Where'd you get this one from?
New York. I traded him a 12-inch Merc Tower.
For a whole engine. Well, almost a whole engine.
Well, and the spare lower unit.
And the spare one.
But, I mean,
Internet's wonderful.
but you should have seen it when I got it.
Oh, it was in a box?
Piece of shit. But they all are.
So the majority of them come pretty rough, in pieces.
What's that?
The majority of them, when you get them, they come in pieces, pretty rough shape, and you get it.
Like that one I got a couple of weeks ago, the seashell. But
Yeah.
that other one,
Okay.
I had to beat it apart.
That's what a score or something like that. I've never even seen a picture of anything like that. Oh!
Yeah, nice SJ engine. But that was sort of like the
That was a good
with
class,
the
eh?
vented cowlings.
Yeah.
This is a 78H I'm working on.
That is a beauty.
Now here's the twin to that 3-cylinder over there. This is more of a consumer one.
Nice
It's got
looking.
3 carbs, but this is only 90 horsepower.
Oh,
And this has full gear shift with this.
okay.
This is a 15-inch tower where the other one's 12-inch.
So would they run this one in a sport class? This one would be legal in a sport class of its cubic inch?
I don't know if they ever had a class for this. They raced it in Canada.
Yeah.
So like I said, I never saw one of these until I got these.
So I'm looking at the back end of that's a 3-cylinder Evinrude, like that's a Stinger, right there.
Yep,
That brings back a few
that
memories.
does. Yeah, we're familiar with that.
But I guarantee you've never seen a cow like this.
No.
It's mod 50 cow.
Oh, nice.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That thing looks mint from the outside, anyways, Lee.
I kind of built this for Tom. That's his steering bars and his prop.
Nice looking prop. Yeah, that was a great class.
He's in Turkey.
Oh.
He's in Turkey at a race?
Offshore race.
Isn't that exciting? Tom's with the
What?
International Boating UIM as an official.
Well, they killed 3 or 4 guys. The canopies collapsed when they go over, so he's helping redesign the canopy.
Oh, for heaven's
Trying to
sakes.
come up with a spec. But they're all trying to build them so light.
Yeah.
Here's your motor here, Craig. I was up at Bunsen.
Yeah, there's a 1250. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, it's probably sitting there in perfect condition.
What kind of condition would it be in? I don't
Oh,
know
it's
to
good
run.
now
but-
after I rebuilt it. It's good.
Yeah.
There ain't lower
It's in
unit.
pretty rough shape, but sure.
Yeah. Isn't that something?
That's the 1250.
This one's got the pipes on it.
That's the classic engine.
Yeah. Oh, that's what mine had, right?
That's got the water injection
my God.
possibility.
Yeah, mine didn't have that.
And there's the one that would race against the Chrysler with the pipe.
I remember the Chrysler in Port Moody.
Magna Power outboard, and look at that lower unit. Amazing that they actually built that. Looks pretty familiar to a Mercury. Would Chrysler really have built their own racing lower unit?
They say it was pretty good.
Yeah, it looks, you know, pretty similar to the Merc, but that's a lot of engineering for a handful of...
And Mercury props fit on it, right?
Oh, hey, how convenient. What's this one with the multi? Oh yeah, holy moly.
This is called the Alto 460.
Boy, I bet
This
you
is
that weighs a ton.
1930.
Oh, yeah, weight.
It's heavy.
Oh.
4-cylinder,
Yeah.
60 cubic inch, so they'd run this against the 75H. This was in F class.
Heavy, though, for racing.
Cool.
It is so...
And this one with the...
Oh, this one I raced with Frank. This is before they had fuel injection. I had nitrous on it. 6 carbs.
What do you think the horsepower would? I know there was always debate about that. 250?
Here's the interesting part of this motor.
Oh my. Look at that power pack.
12 spark plugs.
Oh, like an airplane.
That's very interesting. Oh. Did you actually run it with the valve?
Yeah.
I'll get around and get a shot.
Here, let me get out of the way.
Oh, I don't think I get it. Oh yeah, here we go.
So this was on what? Do you remember which boat? You actually did have it on more than one boat. Huh.
I sold one of my boats.
Terrific.
That's
I know
why-
there was one in here before.
That's why I got more room.
Oh, perfect. That's pretty racy.
So Haley, how much difference in this 1250 compared to that one that's actually power? This one is? Oh yeah, and it's got the exhaust up above the cabin basically has nothing to do with the back brakes. That's not one of the...
Same motor, just stacked.
Okay.
This has like power trim.
Oh, wow.
This does? Oh, kind of power trip.
Don't...
But the reason I brought this over is like all these motors are kind of unique in a certain way.
Yes?
So anyways, you break the prop on this thing. Break the shear pin.
Tilt it up.
Click this little doodah here.
And it swivels into the boat.
Oh, for heck.
As long as you got a spare shear pin, you're in good shape.
I thought that's pretty cool.
Use a nail. All else fails. That's pretty. 7.5.
Pressure cooker company.
You got it. That's what it says right there. National Pressure Cooker Company.
These don't have a reed valve, they have a poppet valve. And that rudder twin, it doesn't have a float in the carburetor, has a little poppet valve in it. I thought that was kind of cool.
That's amazing. Good design.
Someone was thinking.
Tom's got 2 of these. This is XS, so I got 2 of those.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I got 2 X's.
That 44 looks nice. Condition transmission-wise, I go, I'll go with country with lots of elbow grease. So like, these stock hydros are a very popular class.
Yeah.
What are they running? Are they keep running these?
Well, they're running these in the Daihatsu.
The Daihatsu, really?
Well, they can't buy these things anymore.
Right.
Parts are getting hard to find, so they came out with a Daihatsu. They got a stock power head with the guy, Bass machine. They build a core unit and a tower for the Daihatsu.
Who's another one there? It's a newer engine, at least to my limited knowledge here. Hot Rod for those pro classes. That's an American, is it not, Lee? Have you heard of that one?
Champion Hot Rod?
Might be Champion Hot Rod, but it's an alcohol, right?
Champion Hot Rod. They used to race this against 28.
Okay.
But then there's a new company coming up. They're building but they're building a brand new motor.
For that.
Well, they're building it. It's actually stock.
Oh, okay. Good.
But if you go on Hydro Racer,
Yeah, I've got them on my favorites.
.net,
Yeah, hydroracer.net.
you'll see they got, you'll find all that stuff.
Hey, what's that class? I think it's more in Europe, but I'm not sure.
This is T2X.
Oh yeah, I remember those.
It only says 115 on the sticker.
I saw a picture of Fountain with a pair of bees on his boat.
On a tunnel boat?
Well, on his last round Molinary.
On the Molinary. Oh, wow. That's as much as that boat would ever take horsepower-wise. Oh, there's a classic.
When I bought this, I bought it off Swinford. And it was in a box, and it said on the box, T2X from Lee.
You bought your own engine back.
I had like 6 of these at one time.
Oh my goodness.
Didn't they have a big old dog called Rastus? That's Swinford's.
That's a beauty.
That's the height of boat racing right there. And that would be usually on about a 17-foot tunnel.
Yeah.
And it probably that would be one of your record-setting engines, I'm sure, in that era.
Not by me, no.
Not by you?
But Mercury just bought back their first twister craft.
Oh, really? The boat?
Yeah. Mike Butler got it for them.
So they're going to restore it and.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice.
Actually, they're making a movie, and I think it's about Fountain mostly. But Benz is going to be in it, and Siebold.
Yeah, actually, they called me because they wanted some of the footage that I had of both those guys.
So they're going ahead with whatever they're doing because they bought the boat.
Oh wow! Yeah, no, the television guy called me and was interested because he'd seen all the movies, and there's some footage that we had from Mercury promotion that they didn't have access to.
So it did you some good, all this work then.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, it goes noticed on the web if people do a search about tunnel boat racing or Mercury or.
You've met a lot of people through it.
Oh, never ends. It's amazing, and you know these aren't underwater. You know, people can actually enjoy them and they're not broken.
The only part I didn't have was this piece here.
So you made it.
I made it, but then I was at this estate sale. And there's piles of motors, like piles.
Yeah.
And I tripped over that.
How ironic, eh?
Oh, fuck, I jumped up and down 6 feet.
Why is there so much airspace in here
Yeah.
with the cowl? What's the deal with that?
That's one of my favorites.
They make it look big. Scare the competition.
Yeah. Right here, he's modified this whole shop area. Oh my god, I can't get over it. This is just too cool.
Stop sticking your face in mine. Every time I turn the television on, you're whining. Something about
There's
the
a guy on screen who playing calls himself US1. I laughed.
There you go.
Yeah. No shit, eh?
Something wrong. I got 3 2s.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't have it off. What's this? Yamato?
Yamato, yeah. I bought that in Canada. Some guy had it in Kamloops and he sold it to a guy in White Rock. But they sell thousands of these all over the world.
Are they still a company in business today?
Yeah.
They are.
They use these for Karamucho racing in Japan. It's like horse racing. You bet on it. Yeah. Yeah. This is another one of my favorites here. This is built in Canada. This is 1931 Johnson SR50.
That's like a piece of
And
jewelry.
it came with a chrome flywheel, chrome lower unit, and chrome gas tank. And it has a rotary valve.
Takes the place of a reed valve? A rotary valve? Oh, you mean...
There's no reed valve, it's a rotary
Okay.
valve. And it has open exhaust.
Wow, that decal is in amazing condition.
Now, Nick, the picture that we somehow ended up with after St. Louis that year, if we had that still, would have had a perfect home here.
It would have belonged here, that's right. From the Mercury sponsored drunk.
What the?
There's no drive shaft in this, no crankshaft.
That's the one you had in your shop for a while. I saw that in Port City.
It tilted up, put the rope around here to start it. And the rod is connected to the prop shaft. The piston's right here.
Get out of here.
And that's a gas tank at
This
the
is my
top.
house, why should I leave?
Yeah.
Right on. Holy mackerel. Is this adjustable pitch prop?
Yeah. And this little push rod goes off here and goes up and down, opens and closes the point. So I need the points and the push rod, and there's a cover here I don't have.
Oh, and who makes this?
Well, this is made by Clark Forklift in Toronto.
So that big bulb on top is fuel tank? Yeah.
There's no float bowl in the carburetor. There's a little tube goes right in your gas tank.
Oh yeah? All right.
It's 77. So it's still pretty old, but it's nice shape.
Wow. Awesome.
That would be fabulous on a bath. We don't have that bathtub race anymore.
Yeah. You took all the fun.
Yeah.
I think that's a KG4 there, race motor. That's like 15 cubic inches. And this is a KG 7H. This is like 19 cubic inches. Then the 28 came along and replaced this.
It looks so much smaller.
And yeah, and then this one, it came out with a exhaust system,
Okay.
and that ran away from this one. And they did that because the Champion Hot Rod was winning, Champion Hot Rod was beating this, so they came out with that. And it's 30H and 55H.
Lee, would that have been factory colors too for that engine?
Yeah, they're factory colors.
Okay.
And here's another
Another one.
It took me like 4 years just to get a cowling for it.
See the gypsies out on the highway, playing their guitars in the rain.
110
Kind of army, yeah.
Singing sailor, sailor, out on the ocean.
110 horsepower out of how many cubic inch or C or CCs or?
Carry me away.
I think it's like 60 cubic inches.
60.
I don't know what's down there now.
Because weren't the SE motors, like we ran those 3 cylinders, weren't they 49 cubes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow, that is a ton of power in a little package. Pretty impressive. Hey, do they still run, do you know, today? Lawrence Lake, do they just kind of, for, you know, short course and long course records?
Yeah. They actually, the little outboard guys raced there a couple weeks ago. That's right, that's brand new.
Holy nina.
Look at Janie, Janie.
They want like 25,000 for the power head for one of those motors that I got
Trying to
now.
get out there.
New from the factory.
It's just out of sight.
Jeez.
She's singing sailor, sailor, out on the ocean. Bring your ship and carry me away.
Really?
There's Chrysler there. And what do they call these? Some kind of foot?
Clubfoot.
Clubfoot, yeah, it's a clubfoot. Or that might be
Clubfoot, that's just a stock gear case, or is that not a stock gear?
Not stock, but fitter. I think it even had reverse.
yeah, I guess that's a clubfoot. Because the GT150 was a gear shift looking similar. Then these are Chryslers here.
Those don't look like they're ever in service.
They have two different lengths here.
Oh yeah.
See how this one's taller?
Yes, there you can see
That's
that.
shorter. But these have shear pins and this one has fly. And there's a Sportsmaster there, the white one. That's for an old 80 direct bursting. It had a smaller torpedo. That's pretty rare. I've never seen one of those either. And the rest are all Speedmasters. It's out back and I got a Speedmaster on it. I just happen to have a white Speedmaster, right?
So that's an old 6-cylinder then, right?
Yeah, 80 direct reversing.
It ain't no good, it's a long, long way from like a Hollywood. Bad kind of people got
Free drive shaft.
Really?
Yeah.
Look at that. What the heck?
Well, they shift gears, eh?
Even if with the Speedmaster it'll lure you in?
Yeah, this is what it looks like
That's
inside.
That's the shaft, the prop shaft.
And this is where it shifts here.
That's great to be able to see. I've never seen
Yeah.
the workings of it.
So that's your main shaft off the crank, comes down there.
And I can't lift up because I got these washers in.
Oh, then it changes position.
And you turn this, and it lifts this up.
Nice engineering.
And then it goes the other way.
So that was peculiar to the BP. Like no other arc engine was doing it that way.
No, this. And then you can change these gears around, change the gear ratio.
Oh, fascinating.
On a super Speedmaster, was it always 1-to-1? Or did they ever have an overdrive?
Oh, they
Gear
have
ratio.
1-to-1, 13-16, and 14-15.
Those are both overdrive gear ratios on a Speedmaster?
Oh, 13-16. under 13, 16 is what they use on those little motors.
Okay.
And 14, 15 would be on like my staple. But I ran a 13, 16 sometimes. It was a real short course. Just whale on those guys.
Just a whale on them. And you did too.